What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ball Without Borders, coming to you live de Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. Sorry if you guys hear the background noise, but if you want to Puerto Rico, this is Puerto Rico. But we're kind of going to go through the recap of what's kind of happened. Most of the pool plays we're kind of at that mid stage.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to give you a recap of what all happened because a lot happened.
A lot has happened, including wonderful. I mean, yesterday was full of great games. It was. It really was. But none better than the walk-off home run.
We'll get there.
We'll get to that by one team. And I'm not gonna give it up, but
by two teams.
Well, but the one that's most important.
No bias. Okay, so let's kind of go recap over the games, right, from Saturday. So topping off in the morning for us at 5 a.m., Korea, Japan.
That was a great game.
Great game.
That was a back and forth game. 8-6.
Japan ended up winning. It was a great game, though. Korea played very well. It's just, again, their pitching just couldn't hold up that Japan lineup. And now Korea's in a must-win spot. Now they're 1-2 in the tournament. Chinese Taipei, we'll get to them right now. They beat Korea at night.
They beat Korea.
Very emotional game. Like people were crying and stuff, so they're sitting at 2-2 with a -1 run differential. So that's kind of almost eliminates them from the tournament, unless Australia or Korea has like a blow up game or whatever. Because
Australia has the advantage right now. You know, if they are win and move on. You know, they are 2-0 or 3-0, I should say. They're going against Korea, who is 2-1. If Korea wins that game, then everybody's gonna be 2-2, except for Japan, that's 4-0. But if Australia wins the game, then it's win, and move on, which would be huge.
Because Australia's sitting at a +6, I think.
They're +6. Korea's a +4, and unfortunately, Chinese Taipei is a -4. So it is truly a two-horse race, at the moment. Korea is definitely a must-win to have a chance, and must-win,
and by
several runs, to make it. Australia definitely in a great position right now.
Yeah, Australia looks good. Korea looks good. That game's gonna be crazy. So that kind of wraps up Japan, is on top 3-0, of course. So that kind of wraps up pool Pool C in Tokyo and Czech Republic.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to go through the relegations again, but a cool story. But they just didn't have the talent to stack up against these teams. But let's move on to the next pool. Pool D. Let's remind ourselves it is Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Netherlands, Israel, and Nicaragua. Those are the 5 teams in that pool. So from the games from Saturday, we'll start with Nicaragua, Netherlands. What a game that was!
What a game, man! Heartbreaker
for us.
Heartbreaker.
I was rooting for
Nicaragua,
underdog to pull through. It was
they've never won a WBC game. This would have been their first win ever in a WBC, and unfortunately, they were in great position. 3-1, bottom of the 9th.
But then the one person bottom of the night, 2 outs you have up. Netherlands is arguably the best player on Ozzy Albies. He
crushed a 3-run homer.
The first walk-off in WBC history.
The first walk-off.
So that game was crazy. Nicaragua played great. Netherlands are in a must-win mode. They have to beat. I think they play Dominican Republic today at 12, and they have to beat Venezuela. They lost to Venezuela, but they have to win out. They have to win out.
I don't think they played against Israel, but if they win against Israel, they at least get the chance not only to get their first win, but also to remain as part of the WBC and not have to play, in relegation.
Netherlands team so far.
I think the Netherlands team has played, above their weight. To be honest, they losing jerks on Profar. Again, a team that has aged. Having said that, they've added some new pieces. Drew Jones has played really well, and they've competed. They've competed really well. I think that they're hitting above their weight. And it was sad to see Nicaragua lose that game, but. What a game it was.
Yep, what a game it was. And the second game yesterday for Pool D was Israel and then Venezuela. That was a kind of one-sided affair, 11-3. We saw Luis Arraez, the prominent power hitter, hit 2 home runs, as he always does in the World Baseball Classic. Yeah. But, Venezuela, obviously, they look tremendous. Israel don't have the pitching to keep up, and it's all going to come down to Israel, Dominican Republic. That game, who's that one seed? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a fun. But the fact that Venezuela got that 8-run differential right there.
Yes, that was important.
That's big. That's big.
That's big.
What do you think about Venezuela so far?
I think that Venezuela has played really well. You know, they've been in some tighter games than you're used to. I think it has to do with the fact that they don't have a full roster the way that Venezuela could have had. But still, a formidable team. They are definitely, top 5, top 4, top 3 teams, you can argue in WBC regardless. And they're showing it. Showing it.
All right, so just a recap of the standings as of today. For Pool D, it is Venezuela at 2-0, Dominican Republic at 1-0. You have Netherlands at 1-1. Then you have Israel at 0-1, and then Nicaragua at 0-2. Let's move on to Pool B in Houston. Let's recap of the teams. It is United States, Mexico, Italy, Brazil, and Great Britain. Those are the 5 teams in this pool. Yesterday from the games from Pool A, let's first talk about Brazil, Italy, 8-0 Italy. I mean, Italy's just, they're a cool team, cool story. They could break some hearts, but Brazil's been playing well. Honestly.
Brazil's been really well. They've had great stories. They have a 17-year-old kid, Contreras, that pitched phenomenally against the heart of the USA lineup.
He's committed to
Vanderbilt,
but he'll never touch Tennessee. I promise you that. He's going straight after that performance. He's going straight to the league. I promise.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. Who knows? But I can tell you this, as a high school senior, that guy is going to be walking on clouds.
You couldn't tell me nothing. I went against Aaron Judge.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys, sorry to come back to a different scene. Not as pretty, obviously. But the video got cut short, so we're just going to talk about Pool A really fast. Played in beautiful San Juan. What have you been seeing from the games from Pool A? Which team has surprised you? Which team has disappointed you in the pool?
To be honest, I think that the team that surprised me the most has been Panama. Panama has come to play. They've been really in every game that they have been with a lot of heart, and that's been a surprise. I thought they were going to be the weakest team in the pool by far, and that has not been necessarily the case.
And Panama's been their games that they've been losing. They've been close games, and so they're only at a -4. They still have a shot if they win out. Honestly, they do. And obviously, let's talk about that game last night. Puerto Rico, Panama.
That game was phenomenal. We earlier in the video we talked about the first ever walk-off home run. Well, the second ever walk-off home run happened in that game, which was Puerto Rico versus Panama. In the bottom of the 10th, Daryl Arraez came through with a beautiful home run to left field that lifted Puerto Rico to the victory on a tight game, a game that Panama did everything to win, and literally we actually basically almost did everything to lose,
Yeah, honestly, Puerto Rico's pitching has been stellar. Like, that is the reason that we are 2-0. Like, our bats need to start doing better, because we're gonna go keep playing better teams, right? We gotta play Canada, we gotta play Cuba. We gotta get the bats going. Get the bats going. But I love what I'm seeing from the pitching, and overall, this pool is very wide open still. Very wide open, so a lot can happen. Really, the only outsider looking in is kind of Colombia, because they've taken some beatings. So, but the rest of the pool honestly can shake up.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I'm very excited to see what happens. But for right now, the Pool A standings is Puerto Rico 2-0. Right? You have Cuba 1-0 as they play today. Canada 1-0. They have Panama 0-2. And Colombia 0-2. So those are the standings of Pool A. Let's have a great rest of the tournament, and we will see you in the Hiram B. Thorne Stadium. And please, guys, subscribe for more content just like this. It's Diego and Javi. Nos vemos.
Nos vemos.